Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Love, Life, and Fun with Sadiq and Melanie. But it's just me today. Sadiq is out and about taking care of business as usual. And so I thought I'd come on and give you all some time and just find out how everybody's doing. How's the quarantine going for you? How is this new way of life that quarantine has caused going for you? It's pretty different, right? We all stuck in the house, and if we're not stuck in the house, then we're getting out and about, but just not going many places or around all the people we're used to being around and all that kind of stuff. So it's definitely different, but it seems like that for now it is our new way of life. So I guess it's something that even if it's temporary that we have to get used to. So it's not really too bad though, unless you're somebody that just can't stand home or something like that. But I mean, I don't mind home. I enjoy home. I enjoy my own space, and I enjoy my own alone time, my me time, and I enjoy time with my family as well. So, but anyway, we got some good holidays coming up here soon that I'm hoping this thing will turn around and be better for. Like, I'm looking forward to Memorial Day weekend and 4th of July weekend. And then Sadiq and I have an anniversary coming up July 20th, and just so many things. And I'm thinking, are we going to get to do anything or go anywhere and all that, and it's kind of sad. But anyway, we still make the best of it. We still have a good time together. We still find ways to do things that are creative and fun. So that's what matters. But anyway, I hope everyone is well. Everyone is being safe and cautious and precautious and taking heed to the things that are being thrown at us as far as keeping your hands washed, not touching your face until you do get your hands washed, keeping your social distance from people, and all that type of thing. But ooh, y'all, I'm just looking in here, and I got this new dress the other day, and I like it. It's pretty on camera. But anyway, so today, other than that, if everybody's doing okay, we're going to move on, and let's talk about the start of a healthy something new. So I'm going to sit the camera down here, and let's have a conversation about starting something new. So this is in regards to a relationship, starting a new relationship. If someone is really interested in you or interested in making a relationship with you or seeing where things are going with you, they will make time for you in their life. So what you would do is you just make your availability known, but don't chase, ladies. Do not chase. So one thing that I learned personally is don't change plans with your friends more than once if the other person is not making the same sacrifices for you. I personally didn't do that, but I've learned from experience because it happened to me, or I was involved where it did happen, that friends kind of get swept away and lost in the moment of relationships and stuff like that. And you don't want to cut your friends off and stuff like that when you get in a relationship. You still want to keep your friends. And, because sometimes you may want to get away from the mate or partner and, just do some friend stuff sometimes. It's when it's new and fresh and everything. I understand everybody tries to be up under each other and together a lot and all that. And that's understandable. So I'm not saying don't do that. I'm not saying blow your boyfriend or girlfriend or wife or husband off for your friends or anything like that. I'm just saying don't forget about your friends when you get a spouse or a mate. Okay? So let's see. If someone is interested in you or interested in pursuing something with you, they will be sensitive to your needs. So pay attention to how they respond to you when you let them know what it is that you do need from them. So like if you're letting them know that there's something that you need, some type of support or something while you all are building the relationship, just watch how they respond. Do they respond in a way that they're there to support you or being supportive in whatever your need is? Or do they just kind of act like it's not a big deal and they're more concerned about when y'all can get back to regular life than instead of helping you get through whatever you're going through? There's a lot of things that people just overlook, being hopeful that the relationship will take a turn for the better or change and all that. So those triggers and things that start showing up in the beginning, I have learned not to ignore those. In past situations, I let a lot of stuff go that I shouldn't have and ended up in not so good terms at the end of things. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying, when people show you who they are, believe it. So, but thank God for healing, advancement, and new things, because I'm really happy now where I'm at. Anyway, when someone is interested in you truly, they give sincere and genuine apologies. They take accountability when they're wrong or when they've hurt you. And sometimes they even apologize when you're hurt, but they don't think they're wrong. Sometimes, they just want to go ahead and apologize in that case because they did hurt you, but they still might think that what they did was not wrong. In that case, all you can do pretty much, if it's something reasonable, I guess, is just respect that they did care enough of you to apologize for hurting you, even though they still think they were not wrong. So you do have to give them some credit for that, or I would, maybe. So now remember, I'm no certified anything. These are all based on my experiences or experiences from friends and stuff. And some of it is just my opinion. So none of this is the gospel. I'm just me, just speaking my truth and my thoughts on things. Also, if someone is truly interested in you and having a healthy something with you, they will be committed to their own emotional health. They'll be aware of their own triggers, and they're upfront with any baggage that they come with. So pretty much, if you have baggage or things that are going on with you that you've not dealt with, address those up front in the relationship. And it can be anything. Like, you don't want to become involved with, so I'm not saying when you first jump in, tell them everything, but you don't want to wait until 6 months down the road to let somebody know you have kids, or you don't want to wait until next year when something triggers your anxiety or your bipolar and let somebody know that you have those situations going on. Because those are serious things that need to be brought out up front, because if you're with somebody who you should be with, who is really there for you and committed to making it work with you, then those things right there, although they can be serious, they will work with you on those. They will be committed to standing by you and seeing you through them. So there's just some things like that you would want to be upfront with, instead of holding on to those things and letting them either surface on their own at the wrong time, or you all build something really beautiful and then later on in weeks or months to come, something happens and whoa, I've got this going on and I forgot to tell you. That can ruin everything. So don't get caught up in that type of situation. If someone is into you or willing to start something healthy with you, they will be willing to sit down and talk about things that need to be addressed. They will be willing to discuss things that need to be addressed, and they will be willing to try and work things out. So communication is always huge in relationships. Also, if someone is interested in starting a healthy something with you, they will go out of their way to make sure they are loving you the way that you want to be loved. You should be doing the same thing. And if you just listen to people and pay attention when they speak and watch their behaviors and watch how they respond to different things, a lot of time people will show you or tell you how they want to be loved. So you have that going for you too, and if you just pay attention. Someone who is interested in having a healthy something with you, they will be more compatible than not. You all will have things in common. You all will discuss shared goals or same interests. And so those things are important as well. You all will share your boundaries that way, and be upfront about them. That way you know what he likes or doesn't like, or they know what you will tolerate or won't tolerate. You don't want to come in the beginning of the relationship just being everything that you're not, just to get the relationship going. And then later on, you got to peel back this and peel back that and show who you are in this area and all that, because those things and coming out at the wrong times will just cause sometimes trauma in relationships and bring them to their end when they could have been something really beautiful had you just been upfront about who you are and what you expect and what you'll tolerate and, all that stuff up front. Sometimes it can be hard because you're thinking, oh my God, if I tell them this about me, then, I won't have a chance or they'll just leave and all that. So be it. They weren't the ones anyways, the way I look at it. If you can't be your real you, your true self, in the beginning, when you're really ready to be, when you're really ready to invest in the relationship, if you can't open up and pour out the true you, then you're with somebody who you shouldn't be with anyway. So, one important tip to remember is that a successful relationship takes team effort. Your spouse or partner is your team player, so when times get tough, go into the conversation knowing that this is not my enemy. We are a team, and our goal is to stay together, and we are coming at the problem and not each other. And so if you can go into disagreements or heated discussions or even arguments with those things in mind, more likely than not, you will get through it and you will stay together. So just remember, your spouse or your partner is not your competition. They're not your enemy. And most of the time when you all are having those issues, you're coming at the problem and not each other. So another place where communication is important is right there. Watch what you say. You're accountable for and responsible for everything that comes out of your mouth. And some things, if you say them at the wrong time, they can be very hurtful and you cannot take them back. I mean, you can apologize for them, but once they're said, no matter what you really meant to say, So just go into it knowing that you're a team. All right, this is going to be one of those times, one of those serious arguments or discussions, but at the end of it, our goal is to stay together. We are going to come at this problem together and not come at each other. So just keep that in mind. And so those were just a few tips of things that you can do when you're starting a new relationship.